the scientific fraternity. And I think there is a beautiful extension of that idea of paying back through money, which is the corporate social responsibility, the CSR, where it is mandatory for certain corporate houses to allocate an earmark of certain amount of their earnings and their profits for the welfare of the society. Here, I think following the same cue, we are adopting this in the sharing of knowledge and sharing of our infrastructure. And I hope, because some of us have already been doing it. In fact, before I came to the government, if not less, I might have conducted not less than for about 5,000 or more free health camps across the country, beginning from Leh, Ladakh up to Mysore and covering almost all the states of the country. And that's because we were a part of the group which was engaged in this. But if it becomes a kind of a social responsibility obligatory to each one of us, I think it would lead to a huge transformation. Now, how we translate it on the ground is something that we can work out. Our scientists can go and deliver lectures for public awareness in the degree institutions. And since we also have in abundance our research equipments, some of which are not adequately utilized. We utilize them for the projects that we have in hand. Sometimes they remain unutilized for a part of time, and then sometimes they also, lose out their validity because the next generation equipment comes in, as it often happens in the scientific pursuits. So therein also we could engage. How best to do that, I think, is something that we can. And meanwhile, the Department of Science has also formulated a draft that Dr. Chandrasekhar was sharing with me, called SIRIMAN, the acronym standing for Scientific Research Infrastructure Sharing, Maintenance and Network Guidelines through stakeholder consultation. So I think we made a beginning by this launch of SSR guidelines, and we would carry it forward in the best possible way that we can do. I think once we start off, it should not appear to be only mandatory, it should come as a natural urge also. I am saying so because about 20 years back or 15 years back, we tried this experiment with the medical fraternity. We tried to suggest to the teachers in medical fraternity to at least spend 1 hour every month, if not every month, at least once in a quarter, going out for a public awareness lecture or going out for a lecture of that sort in a higher education institution. It happened for a while, but I think later on they didn't enjoy it. They gave up, and we didn't pursue it. Ironically, on the other hand, public awareness lectures by the scientific fraternity are held when they are sponsored by a corporate house. So I think that is something which is not very flattering. So if you have to get over that also, I think you can do that. Because I've seen a number of public awareness lectures happening, particularly in the medical fraternity. A big pharma house sponsors it because they are having in the pipeline one of the products dealing with that subject. For example, you are coming up with a product dealing with diabetes, you start a public awareness program among the public. And that's more of a... So I think we should stick to the spirit of social responsibility rather than economically driven social responsibility, which sometimes happens. Because I, being part of this, I am quite familiar with the virtues and vices of what we go through. So that's why I am trying to spell this out. And the second part, as far as the technology awards is concerned, I think the highlight this afternoon